There you go. Hey, Legion, how you doing today? I'm back with a movie review, and I'm here to review Megan 2.0, which was a sequel to the original really hit movie, Megan, which is like a horror film involving like this robot, kind of like who was made to like protect this girl's daughter and stuff like that, to the point where she'd commit murder and stuff. Duh, duh. And I remember watching it. And loving the movie. And it had lots of humor in it too. It wasn't just limited to horror, but it had humor in it too. And I think they did an R-rated version of it. Like it came out PG-13. I don't know if I saw the uncut version or not. I don't remember. I mean, the uncut version maybe just a little bit more to make it R-rating. And just whatever you're able to see is yeah, I'd watch that one. But I love that movie. It was built as a horror film. It was a horror comedy, well, horror sci-fi comedy. It's kind of like a thing of the Child's Play, but different, or more like Dolly Dearest, but different. And no one remembers Dolly Dearest, but they remember Megan. And Megan was like a huge hit. I mean, when she did that dance number, people tried to emulate it. And like it was hit at the box office. It came out 2023. The hit movie. I think it came out in January. It was a hit for Blumhouse. I think the budget was around like 30 million or something like that, 20 to 30 million. And usually Blumhouse, and John was telling me that usually Blumhouse would make movies that would usually make movies with like a budget of less than $5 million. Like asking like filmmakers, they said they finance their movie, but it'd be less than 5 million. They guarantee they make a profit and stuff. But they have like their other movies that hopefully they make a profit, like The Invisible Man. They spent a lot of money on that, and they're making movies too. And there was other ones too. Hi, bud. Ben OG. How you doing? Um, Anyways, I love Megan. There's an official review of it. John and I reviewed it on at his place. I give it 10 out of 10. I thought it was really good. And that one kid was really, I mean, really, I think it really hit some emotional notes too. That one kid who got on top of her was like, oh my god, it was really kind of creepy though. That was a very creepy part of the movie. But I was like emotionally invested in it. I really liked the movie. 10 out of 10. Now comes a movie called Megan 2.0, which is completely different than the first one. The first one was a horror movie. This is more sci-fi action comedy. Well, there's always, I mean, it's sci-fi robots, and then like comedy because there's comedy in like the first one, and then action too. And it revolves around this one girl, this one rival robot they made called Amelia, and all through like AI and artificial intelligence and stuff. There's a very pro anti AI, saying like AI is going to be like the death of the world and stuff. And like the scare tactics that they have in some of these movies. Um, and it involves around. I mean, there's a show like this one thing we're going to demonstrate how this one girl was. Immediately, they showed her like beating the crap out of all these guys. Well, they showed her like stabbing one guy in the hand. Now, was that really happened? I mean, it's hard to fake that stuff. And she said it was just a simulation, right? And then I said, "This is our new Warren Warren cyber crimes or whatever, Warren AI and stuff." Amelia, and then like they showed her, and then all of a sudden she went rogue. She shot this one guy, stole all this material and stuff, and from then it goes to the family of Megan, right? They talk about like her and her daughter. They miss the robot Megan. I mean, it was supposed to protect her daughter, but I mean, it took things too far. And it seemed like her daughter defending herself because she was taking type of martial arts, right? And all of a sudden, like some stuff starts to happen with like the FBI and all this other stuff. AI, and then all of a sudden you start hearing like Megan through the phone. And apparently Megan never really died. She just was living through the wire through the infinite electronic through electricity like pulse. She lived through the all her computer doings and stuff like that. It was really neat. And she was able to transform herself. And she says, we need to find this Amelia person, and you have to put me into a body, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Exactly. Well, this was like a no, anti AI video. I mean, I'd seen pro at first, but it's kind of like anti AI, And, put me in a body. They put her in like this real dinky body. And she said she looked like a Teletubby or like one of those Weeble Wobbles. That was funny. I like that part. Like I said, there's a lot of humor in it, but I don't think the humor landed as well as in the first one. And they're trying to go to this one AI convention to find out Megan, find out Mila, and try to deal with her and stuff like that. And they kind of do that, and they have to escape because they took that one kid, the one girl's daughter that she was Meg was sworn to protect. I remember they got like this car, and she went in the car and she made a self driving car, and they were playing a theme song, The Night Rider, which I thought was awesome, really funny, very funny. And they went and basically the whole thing was just trying to find Amelia. I mean, I don't mean Amelia from YouTube. Amelia, the robot from Megan 2. And then it gets into, it gets into spoiler territory. So I don't want to say too much else. There's some revelation that I don't know. I don't think it was that big of a revelation. You know what I mean? It didn't like totally floor me. Now, this one, I remember talking to Dave Panther on one of my live streams, talking about Megan. I said, I really want to see Megan 2.0. I heard it's supposed to be action packed. And he said, well, he didn't like it about the first one. It's really not action packed. There's some action in it. There was more action I might have liked a little bit better, but there's still a lot of cool stuff in it, and lots of dialogue heavy, like getting from point A to point B, point A to point B, point. That's what most of the movie is, right? And but the humor for the most part is pretty good. The part where like something happens and then one guy throws up, I had to laugh at that. It was funny, but it seemed like they cut away at some parts. I like there's a scene where like the shadow scene where she gets this guy and she punches his head off, right? Immediately did, and it was just a shadow. I assume there might be an uncut R-rated version, because there's scenes that they kind of like seem like they trimmed down a little bit. Because PG-13 is the way to the best way to go to make money for like the teeny bopper crowd, because it seems like it involves teenagers and adults. I mean, I would take a kid to see this one. No, I mean, not under the age of, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, maybe, I don't know, 13, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, I thought it was really good, but I didn't think it was as good as the first one. I know Dave Panther said he liked it, but he didn't think it was anywhere near as good as the first one. Just like I know he hated Beetlejuice, the second Beetlejuice movie. I love that one. I think that was a good follow up to Beetlejuice. However, they had like the same thing. You see, there's some edits in there to make it a PG-13 rated movie. There was a couple of things. There was a big thing of Viscera. I think they made it black and white to change the color of it, right? And there was a scene he said the F word. They bleeped it out. I think it was just to keep a PG-13 rated movie. You know, in a way, the bleeping part was kind of funny too. But I mean, it's all right because it was nowhere near as graphic as the first one was. I mean, no, I mean the second Beetlejuice was way more graphic than the first one. As far as Megan 2.0, I thought it would have more action in it. It had some, but it didn't have as much. I didn't think the humor landed as well in this movie. They said the actor was going to set this one guy was incredibly wooden, but I think they're trying to go with Elon Musk type character. You know what I mean? Who seems kind of flat and hollow and bizarre, kind of. But I think Megan 2.0 is pretty good. I liked it. I give it like I don't know. I give it like a 7. It was nowhere near as good as the first one. And then this one actually lost money because I think some people expected it to be a horror film, right? I thought it was going to be like a sci-fi action comedy. I think most people expect it to be horror, so it didn't make as much money. I think they said the box office between 15 and $25 million. It only made 39 million. Or the first one's around 20 million or 30 million, something like that. It made 179 million. So, you know, it's still worth watching. It's not boring. It's not boring at all. It's a full hour long. I think it goes on a little bit too much, but I mean, it's still really worth watching, on streaming and stuff. I was a little disappointed because I thought there was going to be more action in it. Because it started out with more action, then it just went into a bunch of talking and figure out how to infiltrate these places and stuff. It was always so. But I mean, for the most part, I liked the movie. Not as good as the first one, but I did enjoy it. I give it like I said, give it a 7 out of 10. You know, because Dave Perry said, I don't remember if Dave Perry said he hated it or he didn't like it as much, but it wasn't. It didn't have. I wasn't as emotionally invested in it in this one as I was in the first one. The first one really hit the right notes and stuff. This one hit some of them, but it just wasn't the same thing. Oh yeah, the sequel, yeah. Uh I think it was on. I think it's on Peacock because Universal. Wait a second. Who owns Universal? It might be on Peacock now because through Universal. I think that who or ABC. I can't remember. It might be streaming right now. It's probably because it's been out for a while. Well, they're both good. They're both good. I like the first one better. The first one's way better, though. The first was a horror movie. The second one's first one's a horror comedy. Horror comedy. Second one's more sci-fi action comedy, and it wasn't enough action to truly please me, though. But it was never boring and still interesting enough. To give a 7 out of 10. The first one's a 10 out of 10. The first one's an amazing movie. If you get a chance to see it, it might be streaming. I can't remember. Oh shit! I can't remember what it's streaming. I just saw it. It came out a while back. It didn't make that much money. I think it just doubled its budget. Between 15 and the budget was like between 50 and 25, but only made 39 million though. So it didn't do nearly as well as the first one. I don't know if there will be a third one though. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. Well, I'll have to see. But they cranked one out in 2 years, so that's pretty quick for a sequel. I'll never forget. Because the first one was such a big hit. I'll never forget that one of the movies from Empire, Charles Band, he went on to do Full Moon stuff, and now he's still doing Full Moon, but it's really low budget crap. I remember he did a movie called Ghoulies, right? It came in the theater. Because usually like a movie would come to streaming or really quick now. But this was the first. This is back when you had to wait for a movie to come to either TV, cable, or the video rental store, but VHS in the 80s, right? For a DVD. And I'll never forget the fastest movie back then that came to VHS was Ghoulies. I remember I guess it was a hit show, made 35 million. A lot of his movies don't make a ton of money. But it was hit in the drive-in circuit. It played in the West Erie Plaza. And it came out in like a month after it was played there. And that's really fast. Usually a DVD might take 2, 3 to 4 months to come out on VHS back in the 80s. Oh, there you go. Thank you. That's what I thought. Favorite soundtrack songs? I don't know. They didn't really have any songs that I really liked in the movie. It was okay. It's more like, top 40 type stuff, I guess. Pop music. But it's okay. They didn't have any real hit songs. I thought it was good enough for what it was. Let me check something real quick. Come on, hit something. Hmm. Oh, Tom Green's back doing podcasts. He didn't do anything for a while. Let me see something real quick. Let's see something. I'll finish it. Wrap this up. I just want to check something real quick. Let's see. Oh my god. Okay. What? Oh, weird. No, she's nuts. I don't know when she did that. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. I have here the failure to communicate. Okay. Well, anyways, I just watched an interesting synopsis of the short story. Really? Oh, cool. I just got on the move. That's awesome, buddy. How you doing, Anthony, my baby? Did I make you a mod? Let me make you a mod, buddy. Hold on. I can go with the YouTube. I never made you a mod. I should make you a mod. You're a pretty cool guy. I got rid of some of my mods that I lost faith in, but you're still cool. It'll take a second. Oops, yeah. There you go. I got a comment. Who got a comment from? Oh, okay. Let's see if anything else happened on the other messages happening here. Nope. Let's see. Here. Nope. Let's see here. No, it's still kind of early. And it's a Thursday morning, too. So, I mean, I was able to watch Megan 2.0. I liked the movie. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was very entertaining. I'm trying to get some more sleep. I did sleep last night, so that's good. I did sleep off and on. It was kind of weird because Brandon did a video about not being able to sleep. I came up there and we ended up sleeping some on the panel, which is funny, you know. And he just ended it. I didn't know he ended it. But I mean, I just wanted to, I give like Megan 2.0 a 7 out of 10. Not as good as the first one. The first one was awesome. And then you see in the box office too. I don't think people who were fans of the first one wanted to see a movie that wasn't a horror film, right? But the horror film worked really well, and with the human stuff, sci-fi action still worked good, but it wasn't the same experience, and it wasn't enough action for me to really give it a really wholehearted recommendation. I give it a 7 out of 10, so that's pretty good. So, morning, buddy. I made you mod, buddy. Let's do 2020, okay? Unless someone comes up. But I hope you like this review, everybody. I hope you like it. I'm glad I got to see Manga 2.0. I've been wanting to see it. A couple other movies I want to see, like Final Destinations Part 6, you know? And that was kind of like a legacy sequel because the last one was a long time ago, over 10 years ago, you know? So I think everybody who joined the live stream, sometimes I started without much of a warning. And it took a while for people to join, but it's okay. Well, like I said, if you have a choice, you have a choice to only watch one of them. Watch the first one. The second one's still really good, but it's not. I don't know. In a way, it's kind of disappointing. But I mean, it's not boring at all. It's watchable. You know, there's a difference because it's a watchable, entertaining sequel, but nowhere near as good as the first one, in my opinion. So there you go, everybody. I hope you like this review. Till next time, please take care of Allegiant. All right. See you good 2020. Oh my god. I mean, but it was all right. It was all right. I'm glad I did this review. I like doing these live movie reviews. It's kind of cool, you know. And then sometimes, if I have a panel guest, it becomes like a live movie review plus live chat, which is great too. They made a Jetsons movie. They made a Jetsons movie in 1990 or 91. I saw it. I saw it in the big budget theaters. It was like they met like these. The music was from Tiffany, but no, I saw that in the theater though. They did make a Jetsons movie, and they made a movie called The Flintstones Meet the Jetsons. But I saw in Germany, which is great. And Hanna-Barbera used to make movies and stuff a little bit. Sometimes they're really overlong, and same took forever. But um, I really liked. I thought the Jetsons movie was pretty good. I mean, it was just like a big long episode of the show, but I thought it was good. It had its moments. So, hope you like this video, everybody. Till next time, please take care. Thanks for mentioning it to me, Sarah. But definitely see the first one first before you see the second one. Hope you like the video, buddy. Till next time, please take care. Good night, everybody. Good night.